KWTN 100.9 FM, the big voice. And let's see here. Can you guys hear yourself? Let's see. Okay, now I can hear myself. Can you hear yourself? Okay, wait, let's see here. Bethany, can you hear you?
Yes.
Can you hear me now? How about you, Tyler? 1 second.
Testing 1 2.
Yeah, check Mike. We gotta get a rap going. You know what I mean for that. Nonetheless, hey, we got a lot to talk about today. For those that are gonna be joining us, make sure you tune in because we have an exciting week that has already taken place. One, we had Monday off for Indigenous Peoples Day. We don't say the C word here. The C word is bad, right?
Yep.
And that's we're not even gonna say it and stuff. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, how was your guys' Indigenous Peoples Day?
Mine was
pretty good.
Yeah, it was really good.
Okay, you're gonna have to go ahead and flip that mic up there. Yeah, there it is. That's where the condenser is.
It's a long weekend. Then it was my birthday, so it was pretty good.
Oh, we got a birthday in the house. All right, so we're still expecting the cupcake delivery from your mom and stuff. You know what I mean? Shout out to your moms.
The cupcakes and juice.
Yeah, the cupcakes and juice. Ryan, is he gonna come up and help us out or?
I might have to see.
Okay, so breaking news. This is breaking news, folks. Friday is the deadline for the American Rescue Plan Act Economic Recovery Assistance. Everything. So before we get started, Bethany, are we good? Can people hear us?
It looks to be so.
Okay, I just want to make sure. So if you can holler if you hear us on Facebook land. I know that we're broadcasting over the radio station KWTN 100.9 FM, the big voice in Allen, Nebraska, and the official radio station. Yes. So let's see here. We have a couple people on. Give us a thumbs up. Let us know and stuff. We did have a streaming last night for the volleyball game. Did they win that?
They did not, but they played a great game.
And we had 3 commentators last night.
Yes.
That was freaking awesome.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to Trina, Christian, and Willie.
Good job. I was listening to it on the radio station on my way home. I sat in the driver's seat where Bethany sits, and I was calling the ball. You know what I mean? They call it calling the ball or whatever and stuff. So I was like, Bethany, you're up. Get that shot. You know what I mean? And then we had these little cute girls. When Bagel was coming back, they were like flipping out. You know what I mean? They're like real cheering on and stuff. Future cheerleaders and stuff. And I was like, get that shot. So right then, but nonetheless, go back and watch those streams. It was pretty awesome. You know what I mean? Good job. And yeah, unfortunately, they didn't get to win. But
they played a great game.
It was good to see one of their teammates back. She got hurt. She was in a car accident, but she came to support her team in a wheelchair. And that was really cool. You know what I mean? So shout out to the family and everything, and that teammate, and then everybody that helped her out and everything. You know what I mean? So. And there's a couple injuries I understood. I was listening to the radio station. There's a couple injuries that happened to some of the volleyball players and stuff. So speedy recovery to the Winnebago Indians, the volleyball team. Now the Winnebago Indians football team. Let's talk about it. What you know about it?
I know that on this past Friday. So I just want to take a moment real quick to apologize to anyone that was watching the live stream on Thursday. It was Thursday night football last week. But they played against Omaha Nation, and that was a really great game. Bagel won by a really good landslide, I would say. But it was a good game. Yeah, we got it kind of started off to a rocky start, but nonetheless, we got going, you know what I mean, as far as the stream-wise and stuff, but... So I just want to send a quick shout out to my football live stream crew. That's Eugene Decora, Quince Bass. They had I don't know his first name, but Mr. Robinson joined us as well. And then I had not Gentry. I had Austin, Scott. I had Billy Decora. And Huge even helped out and went down and did some camera operating too. So cool. Shout out to him. Yeah, awesome. And our special guest is here. Can you call her in here? Is it? Yeah, come on in. Oh, okay. All right. We're waiting for a few people and stuff. Nonetheless, they play, let's see here. There's a game that's coming up, and that's Friday or Thursday. I'm not sure. Yeah, I have the schedule.
Yeah.
Check real quick.
And they're going to be going into playoffs. So Winnebago will probably host a playoff game based on their record.
So it is. It's on the 14th. That is going to be Friday, and they are playing against Red Cloud at 1 p.m.
At Red Cloud?
At Red Cloud.
Ooh, man. Okay. So when is it again?
on Friday at 1 p.m.
All right.
The 14th.
Cool. Okay, so we have updates, Bagel Bits with Tyler. Go ahead, Tyler.
Well, I wasn't here yesterday because my birthday, so I missed the breast cancer walk. It was moved to yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully, if anybody has any pictures, they could share with me.
All right, help us out. Help us out at the Winnebago on the News.
Story.
Yep. Okay.
I'll be talking about WPS Sports. There's a good cross country. That's some new times, personal best times.
Oh, cool. Shout out to the cross country team.
Shout out to
Yep.
Diami. He's always making moves.
Yep.
And then the farmers market. It's been the last 3 weekends. So on October 28th will be the last Friday. So make sure you get there and support, a lot of local vendors.
Okay, cool. All right, and are you ready for the answer is? Are you coming back?
I hope so.
Okay, I got some good questions today. All right, we're gonna find out. I don't know, Bethany, she's birthday girl and stuff. So, but nonetheless, here at the Big Voice, we want to make sure. But yeah, we'll call you back in when that time comes. So Tyler with the Winnebago in the News and Issue Week, right?
Yeah, if anyone has anything to submit by 4:30, you could go in and send that to me at tyler.snake@Winnebago Tribe, or maybe even if you want to contribute to next issue or just be a contributor and get reminders. So.
All right, cool, awesome.
Thank you.
Very cool. Okay, so what do we have in store for our listeners today? Hey, October is known as Spooky, SZN. You ever see those things where I was like, what is SZN and stuff? I actually had to Google it. SE is, what is it?
Season.
Yeah, it's spooky season, Halloween season and stuff. But hey, Billy, you come on in. I mean, have a chair. We'll wait for what's her name and stuff. We got a couple things to discuss and whatnot. But nonetheless, and we have some big screen events coming up, right?
We do.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So I will get that information here and then relay that. So it'll be on Friday. And so with last week, that would have been the start of the drive-in movie nights for the month of October. But with respect to the family that was in mourning, we decided to postpone to this coming Friday. So on Friday, we'll have a double feature at the big screen starting at 5 p.m. I just want to get the specific time, so I'm going to pull up that Winnebago 2 Spirit flyer. But we are showing Paranorman, and I believe it was Halloween. Halloweeny? No, I don't know. I don't know what that movie is called.
Okay.
It's a Halloween themed movie though.
All right. And there's been a request for people, they would say they would come down, but a lot of times we show just the the kids movies and stuff. And so we're going to go down there and watch, we're going to binge Dahmer. No, I'm just like Jay.
But they would like it if we put on like an adult focused movie or whatever.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Something more for the grown folk.
I'm trying to think of what good like there's probably not rated R. I don't know. I mean,
13 Ghosts. No, I'm just kidding. Scary movie.
Is it
I used to be scared of that movie. It's like an older movie.
So here's the question, and we're gonna ask our viewers: what, in your opinion, is your most scariest movie you ever seen? Like this freaked you out?
The scariest movie that I had ever seen. I'm gonna go with, only because it's the only one that I can remember off the top of my head, but when I was little I used to be terrified of it, but The Exorcist.
Really?
The original.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, you watched the 80s grainy Exorcist movie and stuff? Yeah.
When I was little.
I don't remember it. I don't think it was that bad, you know what I mean? But the one that got me, and I'm an adult, and it still gets me, Blair Witch Project.
Ooh, I didn't even think of that one. Yeah, that one too.
Man, I'm telling you, because I used to camp out and stuff, you know what I mean, at powwows or whatever, and I could just imagine those little kids, just kind of, I was like, ooh, you know what I mean? And it freaked me out. But there was people like, we're getting motion sickness from the cameras and stuff.
Yeah.
I wonder what happened to her. At the end, I still question that to this day.
Did you ever watch that? They made a second one, or Blair Witch 2 or something like that?
I didn't watch that one, no.
I never did either.
I mean, it's like a cult kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was really cool because she was just standing there in the corner and stuff, and anyways, I think we're gonna try to discuss some spooky stories.
You said that you were gonna reenact that scene when she's holding the camera up on her face.
Oh,
no, just kidding.
the big snot bubble. And then the other one I would have to give, there's debate in my family and stuff, but signs, you know, because I could see that happening when we get invaded by the aliens. I could see that, you know what I mean? Like, wow, that is, especially when the scenes in the corn and the leg moves. Oh, man, I was just like, I don't want to go out in the corn by myself.
A lot of scary movies kind of got, so like I think of the scary movies, then I think of Scary Movie, the reenactment when they made it funny.
Yeah. Did they do? They
did Signs.
Did they? What did they like?
I think it was on Scary Movie 2, I believe, is where Signs is reenacted in there.
Come on in, T. We're kind of waiting for you. Yeah, there she is. And we have one of our listeners, Paranormal Activity.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I mean, it took a while to get there. You know what I mean? Because I was just like, what are we just watching? It's a
real long theme to get to that, the plot.
Yeah. I was like, okay, so we're just watching the guy go back and forth and the mom come in and out. And then it kept showing the little thing in the pool. You know what I mean? I was like, well, okay. Anyways, that's a good one, though. You know, yeah. Come on over, T and Billy. Come on over and let's get you guys mic'd up. We'd like to welcome in our guests. In the meantime, ARL maybe?
Yeah, so if you are listening tomorrow on All Requests Live, I will have 2 special guests joining me here in the studio. I'll have Mill Music as well as Raya Dawn. So we'll get into some things with that tomorrow. And then I do need to get the top 5 up, so I'll be pushing that later today to get some of those votes going. Last week's winner came in 2 weeks in a row now, is Computer Love by Zapp and Roger.
Okay, cool. All right, awesome. That's very awesome. So, go ahead, and if you guys want to monitor, throw the headphones on and give us your introduction. I apologize. We're still trying to get our mics kind of fixed up here and stuff. So we'll start over here.
Good morning. My name is Billy Kitchian. I am the ARPA program coordinator with the tribe, and so I work with the ARPA funds and all of the projects.
And we also have...
my name is Talia. I am the office associate for finance, and I'm doing the intake with all the economic relief payment applications.
Cool. Welcome to the show. Thank you guys for being here. We appreciate it. And you guys have a couple announcements that you want to make mention of. So I'll just turn it over to you guys.
Well, I think mainly we just wanted to come on and clarify some things and just get the deadlines and just reiterate what you guys have all put out already. We kind of just have a list just because we've Tally and the finance, Tootie have been doing all of the intake of applications, and we've just got a lot of incomplete applications. So we haven't really started mailing them back out. Our plan was to, once we get it, if it's incomplete, we're going to shoot it right back out to you. But just because, we're just trying to do so much to get as many tribal members the payment on the distribution dates, they've been doing phone calls. So phone calls and emails back constantly, all day, every day since it dropped. So
Right.
That's taken up a lot of our time on trying to get the complete documents.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to, just kind of reiterate what we all need from our tribal members.
Can you bring up the website? And while she's talking about that, maybe we can just kind of make sure that folks, if you need more information, we're directing all traffic and inquiries to our website. One of the questions that I had, and I'll turn it back over to you to Billy too, to kind of clear up some of those miscommunications and stuff. But people were kind of expecting it in their mailbox, the application and stuff. We're not doing that, correct?
We're not doing that.
Yes, because you can go to the website, download it, and we'll bring that up. So go ahead, Billy. Tell us some more things.
So we haven't bulk mailed the applications out because we still have a lot of incorrect addresses for our tribal members. So with the last few distributions where we mailed things out and whatnot, we had received so many return mail. So, just trying to save funds and to get all of our records accurate, we're just encouraging those tribal members to contact enrollment, make sure their correct updated address and phone numbers are on the applications.
All right, cool. All righty. And let's see here. Now, when you get an application, what is an incomplete application? Like, what are some examples?
Go ahead, Talia.
Well, I mean, on the application, it states on the top everything that you do need. And so, I mean, a lot of people are just sending in like just the notarized form. Okay, but that's not a complete application. We're trying to tell everybody to get the tribal ID. Like, that's it. That's all you need. And then I think that's where people are getting messed up, where they see the second part, the CIB with a copy of your valid government issued ID. So they're sending in like just their driver's license with this. Like, well, we need you to prove that you're an enrolled member, basically. Yeah. So we need to see the CIB and a driver's license, or just a tribal ID, because it's like the photo ID and has your information on it. We have been accepting like the papers that you get when you're first enrolled, like, you know, congratulations, you know, this is your number, this is this. We're accepting that along with the driver's license as well. So, but I mean, enrollment's made it very easy, where you just have to email enrollment@winnebagotribe.com and send them your name and your birth date, and they'll scan you a copy of your CIB, and then you can just forward that email to finance@winnebagotribe.com, which is on the application. And I mean, it's so easy.
Another thing that, go ahead.
So with that, just to add to that, is that the finance office, all of us working on these applications and the intake, we do not have access to enrollment office records. We don't have access to your CIB, your guardianship papers, anything that you've previously submitted. That's for that project, and that's that. If we're asking for those same things this time, it's for this project, and to attach the relevant paperwork to all of these applications so that we have all of our documents in order. So, right. You know, I understand that there are tribe members that have repeatedly submitted these things. We're just asking you to submit it again. You know, we just have these requirements to receive these payments. We want to make sure the payments are going to the right tribal members, the right children. So that kind of segues into the guardianship papers that we're requesting.
For sure.
We didn't really put it heavy on a lot of the outreach, but we are needing to verify the parent or the guardian for minor children.
So it's basically like if you submit a CIB for a minor, and your name, say you're the grandma, your name's not on the CIB. It's going to be the parents, you know, of the child. You're going to have to prove that, you know, you have guardianship or adoption or some kind of something, a legal document stating that the child's in your care. Otherwise, the application will be incomplete until we receive any documentation that you have stating the child's with you.
Okay, so just so I know, I'm trying to run through my head here. How do I prove, like, do they need like a paper from the school if it's a minor?
I mean, a lot of people have like guardianship papers through the court. Like, that's what we're asking for, just stating that they have, like, we can't take, say like the parent was like, I give this person permission to take my child, and it's signed. Okay, we can't take that because it's not a legal document. It's got to come from like the court, or maybe even human services. We've taken papers from down there, a lot of them.
Okay, and that's regarding guardianship.
Yeah.
So if your
name's not on the CIB of that child, you have to give us something that's saying you're the right person that we give this card to, because we don't want to give it to the wrong person and that kid not get a card.
Okay, so I was worried about that, because like 80% maybe, so there's about 20% that would probably fall into that category. Maybe I'm not even sure and stuff, but if you're on the birth certificate or the CIB, then you're good to go.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about that. And this is so pay attention, those that are taking care of their grandchildren or something like that, and they have guardianship. We're going to have to prove that.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yep. Now that makes sense. Good point. That is a good point.
And we have a listing of 100 children that are under the human services care or program services.
Yeah, and that was
So-
one of the questions that people were asking and stuff. So go ahead.
Yep, so just as the same process as clothing allowance, they will be taking their clients' cards and dispersing them to the families.
Oh, good. Okay, so there's a process for that. I really like how they really thought of everything. Now, if you come down on the date of distribution and you're expecting a check, you're not probably going to go away empty-handed. Is that right?
Yes, so our deadline, the deadline to receive a check, your $1,000 check on the distribution dates is this Friday.
Yep.
Friday, October 14th.
Correct.
You need to have your application, completed application. So we have probably 150 to 200 incomplete applications where we have just the first page of the application. Maybe we just have a CIB. Maybe we just have
A driver's license.
A driver's license. We're just getting random pieces,
Right.
and so we're trying to piece them together as they come in. So we have until Friday to do that.
Wow. Keep in mind, there's 5,000. There's
Yep.
over 5,000 that you guys are trying to process.
And so they are processing over 200 a day.
At least.
At least, opening envelopes, printing from the email. It's, they're doing their due diligence.
Yeah.
We as tribal members need to do our due diligence
Yeah.
to get this fund, to get the right stuff in.
Right.
So it could be a smooth process for us all.
The distribution.
Oh, yeah.
Say somebody, didn't get their application in by Friday, but they show up at the distribution saying like, well, I still want to get my money. You're not going to get a check, but you can like opt out to get 2 $500 Visa cards
Yeah.
instead.
Right.
If
And
that's-
Visa's good anywhere. I think that's one of their mottos, right? I mean,
It
it's not
is.
cash where
and you can't pull cash off from it. I believe you can use it online. There's some people that said that they can, some people said that they can't. So I don't know.
It probably just varies.
Yeah, and I'm not sure. Like I've used it online before. So.
I got a question. I don't know. It's probably none of our business and stuff. We want the council, the ARPA team, and finance team wants you to use this to get ready for winter.
Mm-hmm.
They predicting it's going to be a bad winter. So whether pay on your gas or whatever, get winter clothes or something like that. But there's probably a handful of individuals and stuff, that maybe go and use it at the casino or maybe at the bar or something like that. Can you guys track that?
No.
No.
Okay. All right. So I'm good. No, I'm just like, and nonetheless.
No.
Well, we don't have, because that was a question during like the clothing cards.
Yeah.
People would call and say like, we lost it. Okay, well, I still had a balance, but okay, we don't have any of your card information. We don't have like the whole number. We don't have the PIN. And so we can't replace them. We can't check them. We can't
Yeah.
do nothing. Once we issue it, it's your card, and that was one of the issues of a lot of phone calls that we got afterwards.
And that's a good point, especially let's I like what you said, Billy. Let's do our due diligence as tribal members, but especially with our elders. This announcement went out. There's a lot of people, and then there's a lot of people that are like pirates. They'll call you grandma and stuff, and you owe this bill, and if you don't do it, then I'm gonna take your kid or something. Don't watch out for those guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
be careful. There's a lot of money that's going to be distributed on those distribution dates and stuff, and we just want to promote that. Use it to get ready for winter.
Yeah.
Economic recovery, basically.
Yes.
So inflation is going up. I mean, shoot, what do we talk about? The eggs and stuff is like used to,
Like $6 for a 12-pack of eggs.
and it's going to help. You know what I mean? That definitely goes a long way. So what else do we need to talk about here?
The other thing with the incomplete application was like name changed. People getting married or, whatever reason you changed your name. We will need like a copy of like your marriage certificate showing that your last name went from this to this,
Okay.
because we see a CIB has this last name and then we see your ID has this last name and then your application says this, like we need to be able to prove you're all one person. And I mean,
What about those that are snagging? Just
They don't count.
What do they call that? when you stay in the
Common
same
law.
Common law? No, I'm just playing. Divorces and stuff like that. But anything that has to do
and
with
that's the other one, divorce. You will need, we've had some people submit divorce decrees, is that what they're called?
Okay.
Just to prove like, this isn't my name no more, because that was on their enrollment stuff, and now I'm back to this last name.
Right.
So, I mean, update your information for sure with enrollment.
Because the checks will be run kind of based on what we have from the enrollment office.
Yep.
So with our previous payments, we've had people have problems cashing their checks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is your responsibility
Mhm.
to update the Winnebago Tribe's enrollments office, which then updates the Winnebago Tribe's finance office and records. So
Okay.
everything rolls together. We just need accurate.
Yeah, we were talking about that. It's probably going to take you about a good hour if you get a notary, if you get your application, maybe shoot off an email and stuff. But that hour is worth $1,000.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, in the kids, $500 for them. That's pretty awesome too.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's definitely going to come in handy.
Let's see, name change, the correct phone numbers, please.
Yeah, for sure, because we're using the phone number that you put in the application to call you. If you're emailing your application in, we're emailing you right back. I mean, but we're also going to call you. But a lot of people aren't putting their phone numbers. They're putting like a grandma or a mom or a girlfriend, and they're like, well, they're not here right now. It's like, or we're getting voicemails, and it's like, is it okay to leave a voicemail? We don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
so use your correct phone number.
Okay.
The other one is a power of attorney on applications, like people that, if somebody has a power of attorney, if you fill it out for that person, you put their information on the top, which is tribal member's name, and then you'd put your information over the parent guardian section, and you can go to the notary and sign it with your signature. You don't need their signature.
Mhm.
And then you have to also include the power of attorney information with your application to complete it.
Can you bring up the application? Let's take
Yeah.
out this application. We do have a question here. So if you guys have any questions, any of our listenership, make sure that you. So Ms. Fremont here said, so give guardianship paperwork, ?
Only
Yes.
if your name is not listed on your child's CIB or enrollment.
Okay. All right. Only if, that's a good point there. So you were mentioning, talking about what part of this application?
Oh, it's the power of attorney. So like a lot of them were like inmates, they'll give their parents power of attorney over their financial stuff.
And this is a very good question because I immediately got some responses. What about people that are incarcerated?
This time around, we did not send out the applications to them. So it was solely on that person, that inmate, or on their families to get them the applications. I mean, we did send out a couple, like if they called and requested it, a couple of guys called like from prison,
Mhm.
and we sent them, we mailed it to them, and they got them notarized. They sent us an ID that they have like in prison. We accepted that, and they either contact enrollment themselves and got a copy of their CIB mailed to them and they mailed it back, or the family was emailing enrollment at winnebagotribe.com requesting it and then sending it to us. And like she said, we're piecing stuff together. So if we got a CIB, we're keeping it in a folder, and when we get the application, we'll put them together and it's complete. But it is important if the check's going to go directly to the inmate, you need to put that mailing address on the application. You
Okay.
can't put like their whatever other one. And if they have a power of attorney, you'll have to put that person's address on the application because, but they can pick it up as well. The power of attorney will be able to pick up their check and do whatever they do with it. But the address has to be where the check's going to be mailed, because if it's not picked up at the disbursement, it's going straight in the mail to that address.
Yeah, so the tribal member's name always goes on that top part.
Okay. Yep. We got it.
On that top part, and then the guardian or power of attorney on the section. This
Oh,
part.
gotcha. So read the application.
Yes, it's pretty detailed.
And
Right.
each person needs one. That's the other thing. A lot of people were putting like their information here and then their child and then them, and they thought that was good enough for, okay, we're going to get a card and a check. Like, no, each person needs their own application.
Including minors.
Including minors. They need their own. If you got 10 kids, then you got to fill out 10 applications.
And I have some samples of the enrollment form papers that we're getting, since there was such confusion with needing a tribal ID or the CIB with the PIC. So just to clarify, our main deal is we're just trying to verify that you're enrolled
Yeah.
and who you are.
Because
Right.
we have got some where they weren't enrolled and we called them like, we don't have your CIB. Well, I'm not enrolled. Well, then you can't get this payment.
Right,
Like,
right.
So we're getting a lot of things down there. But so some of us have, you know, like this certificate of Indian blood, CIB.
Yeah.
That's what this says. And so there's no photo on there. It's blank.
You want me
So
to put
we
it up
have,
to the camera, Billy?
oh, sure. We have all of that info there, but there's no picture.
I love it.
But some
and
of
then
them-
there's this one too. So this is a memo. Some of us have gotten this like at the start of enrollment or when we get enrolled. So these don't have photos on them. So
Oh,
this
okay.
is, if you submit either of these two things, we also need an ID, a license, something just to verify your name and picture. with
Okay.
that.
Okay.
But
Okay.
some of the CIBs that do have the picture in the corner, we're accepting
Oh, yeah.
that. I mean, that's fine. It's got the photo, it's got your information, and that's all you need to send.
I
So
got
like,
you.
it's like, basically, if you've had a tribal ID before, your CIB will have a photo on there.
Good.
So
Good.
you can submit just that paper from,
Then
Yeah.
you just submit that.
yeah.
Okay, cool. And, you know, make sure you get your CIB, get your card, enrollment. So there's two departments at work here, folks. There's the finance department. Actually, there's three of them: ARPA, finance, and enrollment. You know what I mean? So you're gonna have to do some legwork. Just
Yeah.
expect that. And we're trying to train everybody. Last I checked, there was probably about 700, and our target is about 5,000. So what are we up to now?
On Friday, we had a count of 1,100.
Okay.
Since then, we're probably up 800.
At least. I mean, there's been at least
Wednesday.
200 applications going through
Here
a
in the
day.
office, my team, they're waiting a little bit. But we've been trying to promote, you know what I mean? Like, Bethany, did you get yours in? See, there you go. So I know that there's a lot of people that in the next coming days that, I mean,
Oh,
I would
no.
imagine
Yes.
you guys are going to explode with applications here because we've been trying to promote, get your application in there so they can work on it. But all next week, you guys got to process these as fast as you can for that distribution date. We do have a question here. Thank you for the question, our listeners. For those incarcerated, is there a deadline? Can they still receive their payment after the deadline?
Yes.
So the final deadline is December 31st,
Okay.
2022. So
It's got to be postmarked December 28th, though, if it's mailed in.
Okay. All right.
So that's the final date. The deadline for this Friday is to make sure that you have a check on the distribution dates
the
of
in-person distribution.
October
dates. Yep.
25th and 26th.
Gotcha.
So get your application in by this Friday. You will have a check or payment that day. For those that won't be attending the distribution dates but get your paperwork in, the checks will not be mailed out until after the distribution dates.
Right. And you got
So-
2 days of distribution dates.
Mhm.
All
So
right.
they'll be mailed out that week, that Friday,
Okay.
Thursday, Friday, after the distribution dates conclude. We are not giving out checks at the finance office.
Okay.
We will not be giving out checks at the finance office. They will be mailed.
Okay.
So we'll have a rolling deadline until the end of December. So you get your application in on it by Friday, your check will be mailed the next Friday.
Okay.
At Friday, mailed. We'll be rolling like that until December 31st. So-
Okay. That's good information.
Mm-hmm.
If you come to the distribution dates and you don't want a card and say, hey, I want a check, you'll have to wait a week, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So just kind of know that.
So we will have notaries on site that day. We will have applications on site that day. So if you turn in your application that day, you can, one, wait for your check until the following week, or receive 2 gift cards, like Talia mentions, for the $500 a piece. Minors that come that day, you'll be able to receive that gift card that day, since we'll have those on hand. For the minor applications that we've received up until Friday, we'll have those all packaged up with your minor's name and the parent or guardian's name on there, ready to pick up.
Sorry, I'm looking for my laptop power here. Do you know where that's at? It's usually underneath there, but
Trying to think if we have anything else that.
I don't have anything else written down. I feel like that's everything.
okay. All right.
Oh, I just have one question. Because I was looking at the app and I know how it says that the the child has to be enrolled, or that the person or the individual needs to be enrolled by October 7th. Does that mean like all together, like they can't get in at all if they weren't enrolled before that?
Yeah, if your child or the adult wasn't enrolled by October 7th and they would have been notified, then you're not eligible for this payment.
Okay. All right, ladies, that was all I had. It was just a random question that popped up.
What is that question about incarcerated?
Oh yeah, that was the one that had that Garan had just mentioned. So that one was if they give me one sec. For those that are incarcerated, is there a deadline, and can they still receive their payment after the deadline? So
Yeah, this one's not going to be like the last payment that we had. After December, there's no more. It's done. But that goes for anyone, not just inmates.
yeah, and then so if you're gonna you don't get it in by the December 31st, you're gonna mail it. It has to be postmarked by the 28th.
Yep.
Okay.
Because we have to receive it before December 21st.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I think that should be exciting on Friday, huh?
We were talking about,
Hopefully they
dang,
slow
man,
down.
nobody better not have any lights off during Christmas trick-or-treating and stuff. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, everybody better have candy.
All right. So ARPA team, Billy, we really appreciate all the hard work that you've been doing. The American Rescue Plan Act, there's a lot of projects that you have going on. This is the economic recovery. I know that you're doing freezers, and how many assistants had they did before?
With the CARES or the ARPA?
Both.
As far as
Like
direct services?
Yeah, direct kind of payments to the tribal members.
So we did with both CARES and ARPA. So with ARPA, we are doing home improvement and home repair for tribal members, both on and off reservation. We've done economic recovery payments. We've fluffed up the clothing allowance for the kids. We had given extra for coats for the kids.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg. I know you guys got a lot of projects going on and stuff, but nonetheless, there's a lot of things as far as coming out of the pandemic. They call it the endemic, that we're trying to make sure that everybody stays safe. If you have an opportunity, make sure you get your vaccine to get vaccinated. And also, I want to make mention, when you email, let's go back to the economic recovery payments. When you email finance@winnebagotribe.com, there's somebody on the other line, right? It's not going into space. Okay.
It's coming straight to me.
Yeah. So we're putting a name to the face,
Yeah.
So you're finance@winnebagotribe.com. Actually, your name is T, but anyways.
Not just finance.
Yeah, not just finance and stuff, but man, that is. Are you dreaming like applications and stuff?
It's a lot. It's a lot.
One time we went mushroom hunting and stuff, and I remember finding so many mushrooms and stuff. It was after a tornado, and all these mushrooms were on these roots and stuff. And I was dreaming mushrooms. It was really cool. But I'm sure that with
It's
all
a
that,
lot.
yeah.
It takes, your memory has to be pretty good. For the most part, when people call and they're like, oh, I turned in my application, did you receive it? And somehow, amazingly, me and Tootie and Billy, we can remember their names. Like, okay, yeah, I seen your application. Yep, I seen your name. Yep, you needed this. I don't know how, but...
Dang. You should play The Answer Is, because if you know what I mean? We have this trivia game that we play. Nonetheless, thank you guys. Is there anything else that you want to make mention, shout-outs or anything?
I just heavily want to shout out the finance team, because these guys are just doing it hardcore.
Yeah.
They are accepting it. We have so many people, so these guys are doing the acceptance. We have another two that are doing all the import, and so that we can get all of those records accurate, so the checks are accurate.
Wow.
We have, so there are a lot of arms working, getting this all coordinated, and so I just appreciate them, and I think that they are just doing a phenomenal job for us.
And yeah, I know on the check distribution days in the past, finance team, and then there's other people that come together, enrollment, notaries that we have in the community, and it's pretty smooth. You know what I mean? I always thought it was going to be but you come into the gym, it's going to be at the gym, right?
Yes.
The distribution, you come into the gym, they kind of have A through C, and then, D through E, and then you just go up there and give them your and boom, it's just good to go and stuff. So
Yep, we're also, I forgot to mention, we're going to have some check cashing services
Oh,
on
okay.
site this time.
Okay.
That we didn't with the last two previous. So we'll have a set amount of check cashing availability. I
Cool.
think like 250 or 500 the first day.
I feel like I didn't write it down.
Uh,
But
And
I
then
think-
also, the bank is going to be doing some extra hours and availability for us.
Liberty
so-
National.
Yeah, so we'll have a printout at the distribution on some check cashing options for.
okay. All right.
for
So
us.
when you come in, in the past you had to stand 6 feet apart and wear a mask. Is there any restrictions on this one or?
No restrictions, just
Okay.
let's be safe all together.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
We're going to have security guards on site and I believe police on site since we'll be having check cashing services.
All righty. Cool.
So, separately, not to add, but to confuse, October 31st is our deadline for the clothing card distribution. So
It's a lot of people's Halloween's birthday too.
the
No.
one, the one that, all of the kids received in August, that deadline's approaching
Okay.
August 31st.
And
Yes.
if your child was just enrolled or enrolled before October 31st, I mean, say they were enrolled even, I don't know, next week, they're still eligible for that child, the card.
Yeah, so during elections, we just adopted a new whole
Mhm.
round.
Yep.
Those guys are eligible for that?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Ages 3 to 17.
I was just gonna say my niece is a new little tribal member. I should make mention of that.
Yay, get her apping.
Yes.
For sure, for sure. Do we have any other questions out there, folks? I think we really appreciate it. I know that you're going to probably have to get back and go back into the applications processing and everything. And yeah, thank you for coming up here and giving us your time for that. But we want to make sure, did we get all of the questions? I think Ms.
Yes.
Redhorn had a question. Is that?
Yep, I asked already.
Okay, cool. All righty. So good job, ladies. Keep up the good work. And I think when it comes around that time, the main thing, is there like council, did they give you any direction on why they wanted to do this or?
Just to offer support to our tribal members and to help us all recover economically and to help us through the winter or whatever costs we have coming through.
Nice, nice. All righty. Okay, Bethany. So I think we're good with them, and we'll go on to the next section. Sunshine was supposed to be up here for spooky season. If you guys got any spooky stories,
No.
but that's coming around the corner. Make sure if I know you guys are probably real busy and stuff, but we have the Big Voice Awards coming up on Saturday. If you can join us, it's at One of Vegas at the conference center. So come on out. We'll have some DJs. We'll have some performances.
Have some
and
food.
Are we having food?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm there. I'm there. Anyways.
That's all you
so-
had to say.
Yeah. Free event, 21 and over, conference room. Be there. Be square.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, my scary movie is The Sixth Sense.
It was, wasn't
Oh
it?
my goodness,
That
there's a
bomb at the
forgotten
end.
one.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness!
that was
I'm like,
super scary because it's like real stuff.
yeah. See, I mean, what's your scariest movie of all time?
I'm not a scary movie person.
You can't watch
Um,
them. You dream and all that stuff, or?
Well, no, I'm a chicken. I am a chicken, and I get
Yeah.
scared. I will watch something and not be able to go bathroom by myself. I'm like calling my kids with me. Come on, guys, let's go bathroom. Bathroom break.
Let's go. All right. Thank you for coming in, ladies.
Okay.
Thanks, ladies.
Thank you.
So, did you get your application in?
I didn't, but I'm going to today.
How many people out there raise your hand that didn't get their application in? Okay. All right. they even raised their hand too. All right. So yeah, help them out,
Yes.
and then if you do have any questions, finance@winnebagotribe.com. They'll point you in the right direction. If you need help with your CIB or anything like that, enrollment@winnebagotribe.com. Very simple. They're not, a lot of times those emails, they got like Garan Coons 2124 at worldwide at Gmail or something. It's real easy, guys. Enrollment@winnebagotribe.com. Finance@winnebagotribe.com. Any
Yep.
questions? So, utilize that. I did get some on. I administer the tribe's Facebook page, and they were just like, "Here's my CIB and my ID," and I was like,
I remember
can't-
you said that.
Yeah, I was like, I'm sorry, you know what I mean? Like, can you email finance@Winnebago Tribe? Make sure that you get that application in. Read the application, folks. I know you,
Yes.
like T said, if you have 10 kids and stuff, it's going to be probably redundant or whatever, but make sure that those applications need to be done. So,
Yep.
good job. Okay. We are approaching the noon hour. Winnebago Talks. Now, we have a huge event coming up on Saturday. Let's talk about this. Oh,
Yes.
I actually have some prizes
What?
that we can give away.
I'm going to do a cartwheel, guys. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, so, all right, here we go. We got some prizes.
Oh, yeah, look.
Yeah, we got issues. We have issues, guys.
We've got issues.
So what's going to happen on Saturday? Run us through it.
Yeah, so on Saturday, we are having our first annual Big Voice Birthday Bash and People's Choice Awards. That's Saturday, October 15th at 7:30 p.m. in the Winnebago Conference Room. It's a free event. We'll have performances. We'll have the Big Voice DJs there, and it's a 21 and over event. So if you haven't already, go submit your votes on winnebagotribe.com/KWTN. We have a poll going currently, and just kind of like run through it real quick. We have where you can vote from.
Okay, you bring it up on screen?
Yeah.
I want to bring it up.
Good
Let's
one.
see.
Hold
Let's
on.
see here.
Let me start from the top.
Now, there was some questions like, how did we come up with what is a category? This is the first one, guys.
Yes.
If you'd like to see a category developed and created, and maybe like you're sponsoring that category, my hope is the next year we do like 30 awards. You know, let's triple the amount. We got 11 right now.
Yeah.
So we have the best outdoor activity. We had Vice Chairman Brian Chamberlain up here, and he really laughed about the river social, and I was like, "What's the river social?"
Yes.
I
So still wonder what that is, but anyways.
The best fry bread. Okay, now this one here, we could probably get maybe about 25 people on there.
Yeah, I would say so too.
And I know if you entered an other, you know, you could do that. And we want to recognize, you know, it's not to, if you don't win, here's my thought about these awards. It's, if you don't win, that's okay, because everybody's a winner. You know what I mean? Just to be nominated and stuff is a high achievement. You know what I mean? And so I think that I like it because there's people out there that are promoting the radio station. That's the whole goal of this, is to promote it.
Yep.
But not only that, but to recognize maybe some of those individuals, because not everybody is going to make it into the NBA or NFL and get awards and stuff like that. But I mean, it does take a talent to make the best fry bread.
Yes.
I mean, the heart and the soul that you put into your best fry bread.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the fry bread makers out there. Seriously. So we thought that was an important category. I didn't come up with it. I can't take credit for that category, but it was one of the ones that our team came up with, right?
Yes.
The best drum group. Like I said, these 3 drum groups, man, everyone has a unique style. The singers get around, and it's important that, you know, the teachings and everything carry on. So the best Winnebago drum group, you know, it's just voted on. But in my eyes, all 3 of them, you know, Hujo, Halushka, and New Breed, they should all win award. You know what I mean? Then you have the best non-Winnebago drum group, and that's a tough one. Northern Cree, I mean, they just won Black Hills. The Boys, you know, they won Winnebago a couple times. Young Spirit, they've been blowing up YouTube. I mean, shoot, there's also a Mexican drum band called Young Spirit. Sometimes they'll kind of filter into they'll sneak into our playlist and whatnot. So if those folks are wondering like, why are they playing Mexican music? Hey, we're a diverse radio station, right?
Yep.
We'll celebrate Mexican music. And then Motown, man, they've been tearing it up on the Powwow Trail. Southern Boys, and then if you have other drum group that you would like to see nominated, put it in there. Okay, keep going.
Yes, best radio station. We're not biased at all, but there's Q 102.3. We got KSU 105.7.
Yep.
I don't know why I stuttered on that. KWTN 100.9 FM and Power 106.9.
I worked with Q102 before. Moose up there.
Yeah,
he's
me
a nice
too.
guy, you know, and he used to go over to, Winnebago and do his thing over there. That I think was
The Bingo Gone Wild.
Yeah, and then KSU, we collaborated. They helped us when we had that issue going on with our air conditioner. They sent their engineer over there. So shout out to KSU. They actually hold the Winnebago license. So if you ever listen to KSU, it's country. And if you ever listen to them, it says, you know, Sioux City, Winnebago. And everybody says, well, it's not a Winnebago radio station and stuff. But it's the area that they hold a license. It's a FCC thing.
Yes.
But shout out to KSU. Thank you for doing the KWTN. I mean, Bethany, you hold it down up here. Power 106, I have yet to meet them and stuff like that. But every time I go down to Omaha, you know, it used to be for Joe Test or whatever.
Yes.
I always tune into Power 106. They have what they call like our version of Friday Night Hot Mix, but they got the Power 5 at the Power Drive at 5, and it's a DJ that comes in and he mixes. It's commercial free.
Yes.
I always like that. You know what I mean? Gives me ideas when I go out and DJ or whatever and stuff. So
They always got some good music playing too.
yeah, for sure. It's always kind of the R&B, hip hop and stuff. I really appreciate that. What else we got?
We have best soup. We got mahich. We got washa, squash, hominy, and chicken noodle. So those first two, we got milkweed, that's mahich, and then the corn soup.
Okay, I'm not even gonna talk about that because I'm gonna get myself hungry. So
I know.
what's after that? Best photo op.
Best photo op. We got the statue garden.
Oh, this is a tough one.
Yes, the statue garden is where we just had the press conference yesterday.
Yeah, I mean national.
It was
Let's
beautiful.
talk about that. You know, 35 milli.
Super
Woo!
exciting.
Yeah, congratulations, Brandon Stout, IT
Yes.
director, Joy Johnson, and the Winnebago Tribal Council. Everybody that had a hand in that. I mean,
Yes.
from the grant writers to the people that are going to be building it. IT department gets to get a really pat on the back on that from us. So good job, guys.
And then we have the lookout,
Okay.
and we have Powell Grounds.
Okay, so let's talk about the lookout.
Yeah.
What's the lookout like? Is that looking out your window?
No, it's a location that is down at the river, and it's kind of exclusive. Only the cool people went there before. No, I'm
Okay.
just kidding.
All right. I wonder what the results.
You get
are
a
on
real
that
good
one.
lookout. Is it if you can envision? Okay, so envision that scene from Lion King when he's holding up what's his name? Simba.
Yeah.
And they're on that little cliff thingy. That's what it looks like.
Oh, okay. Because I was listening to the radio station, and I know Christian, our
Yeah.
commentator from Sioux City, came down. Willie helped us out find him.
Yep.
And he voted. And I was like, I wonder what he thinks about the lookout. And he's probably wondering where that's at. And nonetheless, what else do we have?
And then we have the Powell Grounds,
That's a good.
where we
point.
have our annual homecoming celebration.
Yep.
And then we have Big Bear Park, which is located at the river as well.
Yep.
And then the Slab, which is downtown Winnebago.
Do we have 2 slabs?
I don't know. No, all my life I've only known of the one and the only,
The slab.
the Slab.
Is that the one in the Rainbow?
Right downtown by the Rainbow Projects, across from Rise Up Nutrition.
They call that the slab?
Yeah.
I thought the slab was, what would they call that one behind the Rainbow Projects?
I know which one you're talking about, but I don't know what they call that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've always known the Slab to be that one downtown.
Okay, so our listeners, listen up. We're going to give you an opportunity to win these T-shirts here.
Yes,
These are
I
dope
have.
T-shirts. These are priceless T-shirts. Bethany's even going to sign them and stuff. But, so pay attention here in the next couple minutes.
Should I show it to them?
Yeah, we're gonna the OG slap. That's the OG slap. See, Sandy. Okay, wait, not yet. Go back to let's finish our awards here and stuff. You're
The
gonna
OG slap.
you're gonna get an opportunity to win these T-shirts here, and it's gonna be a comment below. So the first ones to comment is gonna win. But best casino.
The best casino, we have Native Star, we have Winnebago's,
Native
Blackbird
Star.
Bend.
Okay, let me back up here. Native Star has some good promotions. You know, I DJ them, and they always have some cool promotions.
They
Shout out
do.
to Native Star and the team and stuff. You know what I mean? Check out their natives. You know what I mean? Like you go down there, and I always see like some people winning some money and stuff. You know what I mean? Not to promote any other and promote
Yeah.
gambling and stuff. You know, we want to stay here. Stay within your means. Don't
Yep.
go over your budget and whatever. You know.
Yep.
Casinos are entertainment factors.
Yes.
Just like going to the movies, you know, you kind of have to factor in if you got a couple extra dollars. You try to double it, you know. But Winnebago's, thank you for hosting us.
Yes, thank you.
Blackbird Bin, I'll give Blackbird Bin a shout out here. They do have some cool promotions as well. Their players card is pretty good, and then they have catfish on Fridays.
Ooh.
Yeah, man, you got to try it.
I'm going to
Catfish on
have
Fridays
to.
because there's no more Joe Test. They kind of took it over, but it's a catfish buffet. So if you want to eat 10 of these guys, go down to Blackbird
You
Bin on
get to
Friday.
eat 10 of them.
Yeah, for real, man. I mean, like, wow, that's kind of a best known secret right there. Iron Horse. They have some good promotions. I was over there for like New Year's Eve and stuff, and it was a good time. You know what I mean? It was awesome. Hard Rock Casino.
Hey, can I tell a quick story about
Yeah,
Hard
go
Rock
for
real
it,
quick?
go
All
for
right.
it.
So I had and this is just my own personal opinion. I had a really ugly experience at Hard Rock one time. I went there, and I'm not going to say how old I am, but this was like a couple years ago. But I went in there, and when I was going in there, I got stopped. Of course, you know, got ID'd. I have the baby face, so they want to know how old I am.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. But they, you know, stopped me and wanted to look at my ID, and I didn't have my driver's license. I only had my tribal ID.
Okay.
And I gave him my tribal ID, and he would not take it. He like just was being a butthead.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was just like, it's a government seal and everything. Like, I was kind of arguing back with him, but I ended up just leaving, and I was like, well, I don't need to spend my money here. I'm
There
going
you
to
go.
Winnebago.
There you go.
So I went to Winnebago, and
But
I
we-
won. I'm just kidding.
We don't tell negative stories about Hard Rock and stuff. But so the positive part of that is you probably went back and won some money, right?
I did.
Yeah,
Yep.
there you go. Hard Rock be doing the concerts though. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, Hard Rock be doing the
They
concerts
had
and stuff.
that. What was that most recent one?
I
Nelly or no?
yeah, I think Nelly did play there. Pitbull, Post Malone.
Oh yeah, Posty. Yes,
Yeah,
that's who it was.
It was really cool. Go back to us and stuff. But he went into and played some blackjack after his concert. I mean, just like
What?
just like
That's
nothing.
cool.
Yeah, that's crazy. Nonetheless, so go vote, guys. It's
Yes.
still open. When's it close?
It closes on
Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow,
The 12th.
COB. Yep.
No, today's the 12th. The 13th.
Yeah. So Thursday, the 13th, it closes. Friday, we'll tally up the results. We got to get these awards printed. And then Saturday, come to the show, folks. I mean, it's
Yes.
going to be an award show. It's our first annual, so we're going to learn a lot from it. But we'll have a photo booth. We'll have the Win News there. We'll have you there playing some jams. We'll dance throughout the night and stuff. And we got food. What kind of
Yep.
food we got?
We got a taco buffet.
Okay. Yes. So our goal was to get enough votes, and we targeted 400. 400 people. I thought it was pretty good. What are we up to?
I believe we
17
exceeded that.
1,700
yes.
votes. So thank you, listeners, man. That is freaking awesome. Good job, listeners. Thanks. Big Voice, 1 year old. Last year at this time, we weren't promoting it. We weren't telling people about it, but we were on the air doing some beta testing. We're
Yes.
making sure our configurations were in, all that stuff. We hit it hard in March. That's when we come up with Winnebago Talks and ARL and then Ho Chunk Renaissance and Friday Night Hot Mix. And we got more episodes coming. We're looking for sponsorship and everything. But yeah, just so you guys know, you know what I mean? This is your guys' radio station. We play powwow music. We're going to be working with Angel Decora for playing some of the Winnebago songs, so that those will be over the airwaves. So maybe some kids that will be tuning in, or even the adults that like hearing those family songs or those army songs or whatever, any of the songs that they take pride in it. And so Saturday, like I said, anybody that's been nominated, we appreciate you. We thank you. We want to thank everybody that voted. And now you get an opportunity for those that are on here. It is going to be t-shirt time. Okay, so now I got the first question. Okay. Now, Bethany, before we do you have your cell phone?
I do.
Okay, can you text Jordana to see if she can come down here?
I can.
Okay, she's gonna.
I
have
just
to,
real quick before we get started on that part. The other categories we have is the best TV series, the best native music artist, which we have featured local artists, and then Big Voice Song of the Year. That's the one I want people to specify on. We have the songs that in ARL they kind of held it down and they were like the best song of the week. Yes,
yeah.
for more than 1 week. We have a few good options in there. So go check it out, go vote, and yeah.
So let's talk about the song of the year. Now, I know that, Mob Scene and Riot Dawn are probably neck and neck, folks. So if you haven't voted yet and you need to listen to their music to give your great opinion about the voting and which direction you want to go. I seen like Mob Scene put out a video, and Riot Dawn is also, she played Saturday in the Park. Bo, you know what I mean? Is he going to come perform?
He is. He did. He got back to me. He's a little nervous, which, I mean, that's understandable, but still, he'll be there as well. And he's on Apple Music as well, so check
And then
him out.
who else is in it? Antone Edwards is on Spotify.
Yes.
And there was one
and
more.
Execution Style.
Oh, that's the hard rock. Yeah, the heavy metal. They're
Yep.
We might have to kind of tweak that one next year. So we're learning. If you guys have an opinion, like I said, this.
Oh, go ahead.
Go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say, there's one more artist that I wish that could have made it in there. He's a local artist. He's from Winnebago as well. His name's Tristan Decora. He goes by. He's probably gonna get mad at me, but it's Gerb or Jerb, and I mix it up. I say both.
Oh, cool.
He's on Apple Music as well.
All right. So Jerb.
Yep.
All right. So we'll have to get him on to talk about.
He's actually my cousin, so shout out to him.
All right. Cool. So then the last
She's
one.
coming.
Okay. All right. Hold this next one up. All right, Jordana, come on. Let's mic you up here.
Oh, what?
We need your assistance on this one and stuff. So, okay. So that is the Big Voice T-shirt, very well designed. And are you on?
Am I on?
Nope, not yet. Try now.
Am I on now?
Nope.
Not on.
How about now?
Hello out there.
Well, you're still okay. Try it now.
Hello.
Yeah, there she is. What's up, Jordana?
What up?
Man, I know you're busy.
Yeah, we're good though.
We want to give away these T-shirts. Here's another thing. If you come to our Big Voice Choice Awards and Birthday Bash, we're going to give away some T-shirts that night. Free.
Yep.
People are asking, how much does it cost to get in? It's free. Do you got to buy tickets? It's free. What do you got to do to show up? Come on over to Winnevegas. You know what I mean? Try your luck as well. And Winnevegas gave us a discount on the food and everything. You know what I mean? So shout out to their team and thank you for helping us on out.
Yes.
Here is, we're going to give away We Got Issues T-shirt.
Yes.
You could wear it on Saturday if you win it. Here's the question for my listeners out there. We probably got about maybe 40 people that are on. The first one to comment to get this T-shirt here, We Got Issues, and it has the Winnebago in the News logo on there. Shout out to Jordana who designed that logo. It's freaking awesome. I love it. Love the colors and everything. How old is the Winnebago in the News? And you know the answer, right?
I do.
Okay.
Yep.
How old is the Winnebago in the News? So you're on. Our listeners,
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
to win a T-shirt that you can wear for Saturday and come to our Big Boys Choice Awards, how old is the Winnebago in the News? Go.
Go.
The Winnebago in the News.
Hapigare.
Yeah. Doreen said 1 year. That is wrong.
What?
That's the radio station, right? How old is the Winnebago in the News? The win. That's a good guess. Doreen, if you have another one, let's see here.
Guys.
Let's pop it in
We
there.
got 29.
15 years?
er.
Nope. Okay, Savannah said 29.
Oh.
That is wrong. All right. Are they getting close? Are they warm or close?
They're about halfway there.
Okay.
Jamie said 46.
46?
Getting closer.
Getting
Okay.
closer.
How old is the win for a T-shirt? And I know Jamie's not around.
Can
We'll
I
have to-
throw a little hint in there?
Go ahead.
All right, so on the Big Voices, or Big Voice, sorry, I'm confusing everybody. On the Win's birthday, we put a graphic up and said happy birthday.
Mackie said 48.
Oh man, that's so close. Okay.
Savannah
they're
said 49.
They're getting closer.
Doreen-
Quina.
Okay.
Kiana.
I think she's right.
Who?
Is
Kiana?
it Kiana.
50?
Yeah.
When the win is 50?
1972 was when it was first established.
Yes.
And
1972.
and
January.
I'm trying to think of how old I know my parents were born in that year, so
That's right.
yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's 50.
Yeah. It's
Oh, it's 50. We got a winner. We got a winner. Q won it again. Good job, man. Good. Thank you guys for guessing. You're not done yet, though. So for those that want to win a T-shirt, hold up that Big Voice. So Q, we're gonna have to send you, Kiana. We're gonna have to send you your award. Support it. She's out in the East Coast. You know what I mean?
Nice.
That was my classmate and stuff. And we barely got her card.
Yeah,
Remember?
shout out to Kiana. She's awesome.
Anyways, so the Big Voice, go ahead and hold up that T-shirt again.
Hold it up.
And shout out to our printers for doing this and our designer for that, none other than Jordana.
No, it's Christina.
Oh, okay, Christina designed the logo.
Oh, I designed the logo.
Yeah. The logo there, it has like the EQ and it has some. I love the logo, the Big Voice. You know what I mean? And I love the name. You know what I mean? Shout out to my brother who kind of come up with the name and stuff. He should call it the Big Voice and
It's a
stuff. I was
dope
like,
name.
that's really cool. It was gonna be KHSK. That was the call signs. And there were about 2 years ago, I was like, can we change the call signs to KWTN? So K, anything on this side of the Mississippi starts with the K. On the other side of that, or it's the Rockies. I'm not sure what is it. I think it starts with the W. So out in the West Coast, their radio stations start with the W. On this side of the Rockies, I think it starts with K. Something like that. Anyways, so we came up and we got approved to do KWTN. So Winnebago Tribe of Nebraska. That's our initials, and it passed and stuff. But we have the Buffalo on there. And as you know, in our 12 clans, the Buffaloes are kind of the Buffalo clan is known for the speakers, and I thought that was a perfect fit. So shout out to Jordana. Yep. Do we have a trivia question? I came up with the win. Do you have a trivia question for the giveaway of this T-shirt?
What about the clan, the Buffalo clan? What are their duties?
Okay, I kind of just announced
that.
Okay. My bad. No, that's a good question though. Far as like,
see if they're listening.
Yeah, for sure.
I was gonna say something like, when did we have our first Winnebago Talks?
No, there you go. They're listed on the Winnebago, the YouTube. Mm-hmm. Okay, so there you go. Do you know the answer?
Yeah.
All right. When was the very first One Winnebago Talks? What's the date on that? I think I mentioned it earlier in the broadcast too. So go for it. When did we have? This is the 30th episode. Mm-hmm. Now there was a couple episodes in there where we, elections. We weren't on the air. We were supposed to be on the air.
Actually, you know what? I take that back, Garan. Remember whenever we did our very first episode, I think we only went over Facebook because remember we just established our YouTube channel. Okay. And we had to have that window of, I don't know, we had to like follow their stipulations. So we couldn't go over live.
But you know the date, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So it's probably even on our Facebook page, right? It's the very first one. So Morgan. Hey, what up, Morgan? October 15th. Is that right? Last year, October 15th?
No.
Okay. To win this T-shirt here, when was the very first Winnebago Talks? Go. Morgan, October 15th. That's probably actually a pretty good guess because we're celebrating our first year birthday bash.
Okay, is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, guys.
All right.
You got this.
Yeah. When was our very first Winnebago Talks? The 30th episode.
I believe in you.
Do a little research.
It wasn't 30 weeks ago. It was actually a little bit more because I don't know if we canceled during homecoming week or anything like that.
There's somebody. Savannah answered.
March 1st.
Savannah with the win. Yes.
She got it. All right. Good job, Savannah. Congratulations. Come on over. She's right across the way. She can come on over and get a brand.
She put 2021, but she meant 2022.
Oh. There you go.
Still right.
Yeah.
All right.
Shout out to Morgan, our summer youth employee.
Okay. Now, did you win last time? The answer is, or did you lose?
I forget. I lost. Sunshine won.
Oh, yeah, she did.
So I get a lifeline.
All right. Jordana, can you, do you have a pin?
I can sure go grab one.
Okay, you're going to have to help me out here.
We're going to get ready
for So lock in their answers here. And she's going to have to concentrate. So we're going to go with the answer is. Listeners, listen up. Maybe she's going to need a lifeline probably. Okay, so here's the first question. Bethany, are you ready? You're taking on Tyler today, right?
Yes.
And we're going to play this over at the Big Boys Choice Awards, right?
Yep.
Okay, so 5 questions. The most one that answers the correct answer is going to get the win. Question number 1. What is the highest selling Halloween costume of all time? Go.
I bet I know this one.
I'm going to go with a skeleton.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Question number 2. I don't know why, but this is really cool. Stay with me on this one, guys. Stay with me. One of Vegas is having Thunder from Down Under.
Hey.
I never went to it or anything like that, but I seen the ad. They put an ad in the wind before, and there was no date. Now, here's my thing. That's actually pretty smart because you go and find out. You know what I mean? If you're interested in that, you would probably go to their website and maybe acquire with Ticketmaster, right? So that's probably smart advertising. Mm-hmm. While on this last issue of The Wind, they did put the date of when that concert or whatever the event is going to happen. When is Thunder from Down Under at Winnebago?
I'm going to go with October 22nd.
Final answer? There's actually 2 days. They're playing 2 days.
I'm going to go with the 22nd.
October 22nd?
Yes.
That's a Saturday, right?
Saturday, yep.
Okay. Question number 3. In the latest issue of The Win, we had the question of the issue. The question was, what are your favorite hobbies and how did you get into them? What was our Win editor Jordana's Bass's favorite hobby? She listed 3 of them.
She never reads the paper, so she probably don't know it.
She
I have all of them in my bag. Hey, in my defense, I started reading them.
Well, what do you think? She's sitting right here. What do you think her favorite hobbies are?
Photography.
Okay, photography, final answer?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Here we go. Kim K, Auntie Kim, Kim Kardashian, shut down her fragrance. Her perfume is no longer being sold. What was her fragrance called? Don't forget, you got a lifeline now.
I think I'm going to go with my lifeline.
Are you?
Yeah. 'cause
Okay.
I don't know nothing about her fashion stuff
Tyler
or
does.
whatever.
So that's why I came up with the question and stuff. All right, so we're gonna reach out. Do you know what her fragrance used to be called?
Oh,
She shut it
nah.
down. It shuttered. What was Kim K's fragrance called? Her perfume used to be. You go into JCPenney's, you probably see a big billboard. You know what I mean?
She's trying to cheat.
Not even looking at my lifeline.
All right. Did somebody
start crying.
text it? Somebody. Jordana doesn't know. Does anybody know Kim Kardashian? Anything? Got about. We'll give you another 20 seconds. So here's the question, guys. If you know this one, what is Kim Kardashian's old fragrance called? She's coming out with a new one. Savannah, Morgan, Kiana, any of you guys know? Doreen?
Morgan, help me.
Kim Kardashian Pure Honey by Kim Kardashian Eat a Perfume. Gonna go with it?
I'm going to go with it.
Final answer?
Yep.
All right, you're gonna rely on Savannah.
Yes.
Okay.
Thanks, Savannah.
All right, here we go. Next question. We'll get you out of here. Question number 5. Yesterday was a historic day for the Winnebago tribe. The Department of Commerce National Telecommunications and Information Administration announced $35 million in a grant award to the Winnebago tribe. What is the project called?
Internet for all.
Final answer.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's go get homegirl.
All right.
Here we go.
I'll be back. I'll go
Oh.
grab her. Yeah.
Okay. So that question number 1, what was the highest selling Halloween costume all the time? What would you say?
I would say the Scream.
The Scream?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's
Is she
my
coming?
guess.
Okay. So how do you think you did, Bethany? I mean, like, you pretty confident in those answers and stuff. I know you always look at the Thunder from Down Under ads, right?
Garen's favorite ad.
I was like, man,
He was like, look at this ad. No, I'm just kidding.
all right, Tyler's coming in. Here we go. So Tyler,
Gotta cover her answers. All right. You better take this one home for us.
okay, so Sunshine played for you last time, and she won.
Nice.
Okay,
nice.
so she got to use a lifeline. Okay, you don't get a lifeline,
Okay.
but nonetheless, we do have a Kim Kardashian question in there. So are you ready?
That was my response. No.
Okay, all right. Morgan said, okay, all right, here we go. Question number 1. What is the highest selling Halloween costume of all time?
Ooh,
That's a good question.
It is.
With Halloween coming up and everything. Of all time.
dang. Like profession or like it could be anything.
I looked up on Wikipedia the origination of Halloween. Do you ever look that up? It's like a Celtic celebration and stuff, and they dress up to ward off the ghosts and the bad spirits.
Oh,
Back in
okay.
the days, you know what I mean? But nonetheless.
Let me say like a zombie or ghost.
Okay, so you gotta kind of be specific.
A pumpkin.
What was you last year?
What was I last year?
Yeah.
I was Tim Burton.
Was he really?
Yeah.
I was Marshmallow from the DJ Marshmallow, whatever his name is and stuff. I wasn't actually a marshmallow and stuff, but
Are we gonna dress up?
yeah,
Yes.
we should, right? I mean, we're gonna have to sit here in our. What was you, Jordana?
I wasn't anything.
Don't believe.
I was myself.
How about you?
I'm gonna dress up this year with my son, but I didn't last year.
You did it last year? Oh man, you gotta be that mom. Come on,
I
you
need
that's
to. This year I am.
all right. So, what's your final answer?
Shoot. It's a hard question. I'm gonna just say a ghost.
A ghost?
Yeah.
That is actually number 3.
Oh. Made it
So,
on the board.
both of you guys got it wrong. It's a witch.
Wow.
I was gonna say that. Oh my
It
god.
was a witch. So the score is 0-0. The number 2 selling
that.
all time is a vampire.
Ah,
So it
I'm
goes
so
witch,
Oh
I
yeah.
almost said
vampire,
vampire.
and a ghost. Yeah,
I didn't
looked
think
it up.
of witch though.
That's the
I
number
was a
one
witch when I was a little
highest
kid.
selling costume of all time. Okay, so here's question number 2. Winnebago is having Thunder from Down Under. They put an ad into the Win, and before they did it, this last issue, they put the dates on it. Before they had no date on it because they wanted people probably to inquire, call over there, get the tickets, selling like hotcakes and stuff. Anyways, when is the Thunder from Down Under event at Winnebago?
Yeah, I'm gonna say the 30th.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Oh man, you're so
Is
close.
it the 29th?
There's actually 2 days. They're playing on October 31st and November
I should just get it anyway.
1st. Dang. So if you guys need something to do on Halloween, it's kind of weird and stuff, but
Kind of weird.
get the lady. I don't know. Yeah,
I can't get over. It's like selling like hotcakes.
get your tickets. Okay, so October 31st and November 1st. So if you can't make it on October 31st, check them out on November 1st. That's a Monday, Tuesday. All right,
Cool.
over at Winnebago. Question number 3. Here we go. In the latest issue of The Win, we had the question of the issue. The question was, what are your favorite hobbies and how did you get into them?
Yeah.
What was our Win editor, Jordana Bass, who's sitting here, what was her favorite hobbies?
She liked painting or it was just art, stuff like that, taking pictures.
Okay.
In her spare time.
All right, final answer?
Yeah.
That is
I think that's right.
correct.
It was the gist of it, yeah.
Yep. She said finishing books that she purchased that she never got to go around. Also, another hobby was singing in the car. How many of you guys sing in the car? I mean,
I love to.
yeah.
I posted on my Facebook. There's one up there right now.
Yeah, and then the last thing was that she likes to paint randomly.
Yeah.
So good job. All right, cool. So you did read the question of the issue. We do have another question of the issue that's coming into this next one. What is it?
It was, what is your favorite thing about the fall or autumn season?
Oh, yeah, that was a good question.
it
That's a good
was.
question. So we see a response in the next issue that'll be coming out on Saturday. Okay, right?
That's right.
Yep. Okay, here we go. Kim Kardashian, Auntie Kim,
Okay.
Kim K. Whatever. What's some other nicknames? Do you know?
Kimberly.
Kimberly.
It's her real name.
Anyways, she shut down her fragrance.
Really?
Yeah. And do you remember what her fragrance when it came out? What it was called?
KKW something.
Okay. Final answer?
Yeah.
You got it right. I knew she would get it right. I think she shut it down because it's KKW and the W stand for
she's
West,
not
right?
W no more.
Right. So she's coming out with something kind of squint. Anyways, Savannah, she kind of pointed you in the wrong direction. I think
Hey.
Krista, she got it. Good job,
Oh,
Krista.
yeah.
So she said KKW. Did you guys ever use it?
No.
Okay,
never.
didn't
Jay
like it?
snorted kind of. It was real sudden.
All right. Yesterday was a historic day for the Winnebago tribe. Oh, by the way, happy birthday. The Department of Commerce, National Telecommunication and Information Administration announced $35 million in a grant award. What is the project called?
The ARPA.
The ARPA?
No. Is it just this recent one?
Yeah. We had the press conference. We had it's in Sioux City Journal. Jordana was there. Thank you for asking that question, Jordana. You're
Oh, yeah.
on it. You know, we streamed it.
I read that text.
And you were out of the office, but
I skimmed that text. I should have read it thoroughly.
yeah. What was the project called?
I'm blanking on this one. Okay, I got
You can't get it.
ARPA, I don't know.
ARPA. Okay.
ARPA.
Final answers. ARPA. ARPA is coming up far as that economic recovery payment, which Friday is the application deadline. But the project is called Internet for All Initiative.
Ah, there we go.
That's very cool. Very exciting stuff.
Heck
And
yeah.
in about 24 months, we're going to have some high-speed internet here in Winnebago. About 800 households are going to be wired up. It's going to go all the way out west towards Emerson, and that's
cool.
It's going to
All
be
the
awesome.
areas that just going to be better.
And Winnebago is going to be its own internet service provider.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So you'll just, I'm sure they're not going to try to gouge you, or, there's corporations and stuff that really mark it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they just want to maintain the service. There'll be something you have to pay and stuff, but nonetheless, it's awesome.
Nice.
So how many did she get right?
Tyler got 2 right.
Okay. How many did Bethany get right?
Bethany, did I say photography on that thing? I can't remember.
I don't think so, bro.
Okay. Yeah, Bet got 1.
So we got a winner, Tyler. She comes away with the birthday and the win. Good job. So
Nice.
if anybody, shout out time. If anybody wants to come on out and try The Answer Is, we're going to play that on Saturday. Go ahead, Tyler. Do you have shout outs?
I think my dad's listening. I seen him in town. So, love you.
I guess my shout out will be for our HCI apprentice. He's been doing real good, Marlon Russo. So I'm gonna give him a shout out. We're gonna have a little introduction for my introduction in the next win. So check that out.
Cool.
Yeah, that's it.
I have a few shout outs. So I have a birthday shout out for my godson, Kitchi, Christian Jr. And then another birthday shout out for my niece. Her birthday's tomorrow, Danessa. And then I have a shout out for my production crew. That's Quint, Willie, Huge, Gentry, Billy D, Austin Scott. And then I want to give a humongous shout out to my team right here, because we have the Big Voice's birthday on Saturday.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Tacos.
Yes. And then happy birthday to Tyler.
Yeah,
Yes.
happy birthday, 23. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Old
Cool.
as dust.
Little baby yet.
So
Yeah.
T-shirts will be given away. Photo booth, Win News will be there. Award show 7:30. Tacos. We ordered enough for 100 people. So then music for the rest of the night. We're having a celebration and
Yep.
stuff.
It'll
So
be
it's gonna be a
fun.
lot of good time, and you know what I mean. Yeah, it's just shout out to Billy and the finance team. T, man, 5,000 applications that they're gonna have to process, and that team right there is gonna be working hard in order to get that assistance out. So good job, everybody. Okay, so with that, go ahead.
One last thing. So with the couple events we have coming up, tomorrow we have a volleyball game. It's a home game. We'll be live streaming that on the Winnebago Public Schools Facebook page. We have All Requests Live tomorrow at 11. I'll have 2 special guests with me. And then we have Halloween double feature movie night on Friday the 14th. And that will be starting at 5 p.m. at the big screen.
All right, cool. Be safe out there, everybody. Take care of yourself, and you guys need any help or anything like that, let us know. Make sure ARL request your songs. Music is the universal language. It helps with, it just sets the mood, whatever, So we appreciate all our listeners and everybody that gives us a request.
Yes.
All right, you folks have a good rest of your day.
See ya.
All right, guys.